happy to have you along again. We are joined, as always, by Greg Engert, Beer Director for the Neighborhood Restaurant Group, a James Beard Award nominee. The group includes Rustico, 2 locations in Alexandria and Ballston, also in Penn Quarter, the Partisan, and Red Apron right next door.
That's right.
Connected. Greg, it is always good to see you.
Good to see you too.
What's on tap this week?
So this week I have another beautiful summer beer. No, not really. This is a 10.
We're doing indoor cool beers.
Yeah, cool
right?
beers, right? Yeah.
Cool
ruminative
beers. AC beers.
This is Silva Stout. It's a beer that used to be nearly impossible to get from Green Flash Brewing Company out of San Diego, California. They've started bottling more and more of it, which means we get a little bit more on the East Coast. It is fantastic. They take Double Stout, which is their 8.1% oatmeal intense roasty stout that they make year-round, age it in bourbon barrels for up to 18 months, and then they release it in small batches and call it Silva Stout, named after Chuck Silva, who is the fantastic brewmaster of Green Flash.
Excellent. Oh, wow. What an interesting sort of ride there.
Yeah. It's incredible. And the thing that I love about this beer, wow, this is, we talk about
booze in the middle.
A little bit, and then it comes back. I mean, there's, the barrel character here is so interesting. We talk about notes of like vanilla and coconut. We see that a lot in barrel-aged beers, but this has got such intense caramel and toffee in the nose. I mean, it's almost like Werther's original aromatics. It's like, if anybody knows what that is. But it's incredible. And what's really cool about Green Flash in this beer is that they take this double stout, which is delicious on its own, they age it in a bunch of bourbon barrels, 18 months, but then they go through and they're highly selective. They taste all the barrels. They only choose some of the barrels, the best barrels, the barrels that have the most intriguing barrel character, rather than trying to use them all just to get more beer. And then, even more so, and this is something we do at Blue Jacket as well, they blend fresh double stout in to get balance. A lot of times, after 18 months in a bourbon barrel, the bourbon is intense, the tannins are intense, so they blend it, and it's great. I mean, it's a true creation. It's not like just take a beer and let the barrels take over. That's the first part. It's the craftsmanship on the other end, which I think is so impressive.
And 10.1%, so, yep. Up there, but not Sticky Monkey 13 or whatever that was. So, or Worldwide Stout.
Yes, but balanced as well. I think really rich
and
also you get a little bit of a fruit quality, like dark fruit.
Oh yeah, you get
comes through from the yeast.
A little bit like Sticky Monkey.
Yeah,
back to that.
And they use an English ale yeast that gives you a little bit of an ester, fruity ester, which is delicious.
Sticky Monkey from Firestone Walker was 2 weeks ago. If you want to go back and check that one out. This says here it's brewed with naked oats, which are only legal in a handful of states.
And that gives it that kind of cool, like silky richness on the palate.
What would you pair it with?
In thinking, I always try to think of savory things to pair with imperial stouts because I think it's obvious that we could do it after dinner with your dessert of any kind. I love fried foods and imperial stouts. I think they go amazingly together. That rich fry and the roasted quality are excellent, especially with a little sweetness from the barrel. And a really cool flavor too is fried onions and chocolate flavors together are really cool. So you could do this like, think of like a cheeseburger with fried onions on it is incredible. Maybe some macaroni and cheese. That rich cheddar quality would be really great with that roasted dryness here. And then because it's summer and because we've been spending some time in New England, it's incredible with fried clams. You get that kind of earthy belly quality. The fry is awesome. So barrel-aged imperial stouts and like clam rolls, perfect together.
Real quick before we go, a gentleman who saw one of our videos on YouTube recently asked for Pilsner selections, just sort of in the thought of a more traditional summer type beer. He said he had kind of worn out his taste of Peroni, which
I believe it.
Which I like.
Yeah.
And I suggested Victory Prima Pills.
Absolutely.
And Oscar Blues Mama Little Yellow Pills.
Yep.
You got a couple others that you could throw out to them?
Totally. So Firestone Walker's Pivo Pills is fantastic, speaking of, and they just started shipping that pretty consistently to us on the East Coast. Green Flash actually makes a Pilsner called East Village Pills that's become more and more available as well. So those are two Californian Pilsners. could go on.
Okay. Yeah. No, I know there's a long list, so now there's 4 for
There you go.
Thanks for watching. Greg, thank you as always.
Thank you.
Everyone, please do always drink responsibly, and be sure to bring your thirst next time for another beer of the week.